Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this video will be For the Balls coconut chip substrate. We're doing a little, let's say, not really a comparison video, but I like to try new things. See, by a previous video with Vision V35 rodent lids that I did the initial video a year ago. I did my final thoughts just a few months ago. So when I do a review video, it's not a quick video or not a quick overall discussion about it. But I was looking for other possible competitors. Instead of using Chip or Coco Blocks or Coco Loco and stuff like that, there is another company out there. It is For the Balls. This is the instructions. This is the front. For the Balls. I do believe it is fortheballs.com. The price of the chip itself is actually pretty cheap. The only kicker is the shipping. You're going to have that. You know, it is 10-pound brick. I bought 3 bricks to give it a good run for, should last me about 2 months, but I probably will continue to purchase it. It is a little bit more than some of the competitors out there, at least right now. You know, for a new company, they don't have the volume of shipping, so that probably affects the shipping cost for now. But the more that they sell it, the better prices that they can probably get. That's how shipping companies work. You know, you have a high volume, you get a good discount. We're going to crack this sucker open, and we're going to follow the actual instructions on the back on this one, and see how long roughly it takes to expand, and see about how much it does expand too, and see how it feels after it expands. And instructions are: place block in a large plastic tub on its side. Pour warm water slowly over the block for about 30 seconds. Turn the block over and pour warm water slowly over the block for 30 seconds again. Let the block sit in the runoff water for about 10 minutes. Turn over and break the block apart and repeat until the block is all broke apart. Do not use water over 100 degrees. This cocoa chip is not cleaned with hot water to boil all the, tannins that is actually in coconut chip. So when you pour the water in this chip, or if this chip gets into, let's say, your ball python's water dish, it will turn brown. It is called tannins. It's in the water found all over the world. It will do absolutely no harm to your snake. This is pure, uncleaned coconut chip. It's not chemically cleaned. It's not, hot water is not in it. So it will do exactly what it was meant to do right from the get-go. I use about 3/4 of a gallon of water with competitors, so that's exactly what I'm going to use with this one, just to give it a fair shot. So I'm going to pour about 2/3 of a gallon of water. While we're letting this expand, we'll talk to you a little bit more about what I've been told and what I've heard about this cocoa chip. Alright, now if you see me looking over yonder, it's because I got notes up on the computer screen big enough to where I can actually read them, but I'm going to have to actually look over there to, kind of remember, because, as we get older we forget things, key points. It's not my product, but it's a product that, with these key points, is why I decided to take a chance on them and see how it works and stuff like that. for the balls coconut chip substrate. Point number 1. This product is usually certified 100% organic and is used in agriculture and for livestock to keep foods for human consumption, which is nice. If it's safe enough for the cattle that you eat in your cheeseburgers, it should definitely be safe enough for the snakes. The company, for the balls, they ran numerous tests to see how well it works compared to other chips, other coconut chips that are on the market. Okay, since this coconut chip is not heat treated or chemically cleaned, that means beneficial bacteria is still alive in this coconut substrate and will actually help break down biomatters in as little as 24 hours up to a week, depending on how bad, let's say, spot is of the mold or of the disturbance. They did multiple tests before they even put it out on the market, and they've been working on trying to improve it over the last 2 years. I'm gonna find out because I'm gonna try to, I think I'm gonna be definitely running this for at least 6 months, and on the next 4 tubs that I'm gonna be making over here on my rack that I'm building, that I'm working on a video for. I'm still not done with it. On the 4 tubs that I have over here, plus the one that we're putting in right now, I'm actually gonna use those as a control and see how good it works longevity wise. This is about 10 minutes worth of growth, as we'll say, and soaking about 3/4 of a gallon of water. These are 10-pound bricks. Just seems like they're compressed a lot thinner than other competitors comparably, but it all depends on where it was on the pallet. Soaked up all the water that might have been at the bottom. Let's see how well it breaks apart. Probably could have let it soak a little bit longer, and I probably should have used a gallon of water instead of 3/4 of a gallon, but I can add a little bit more water to it. It's easier to add water than it is to actually take the water out. Much better. Now, I normally don't make a brick and then use it within 10 minutes. I usually leave it sit overnight. I usually try to prepare, a day ahead of time, but it's going by exactly what the instructions were, and I'm still fairly happy with the turnout. I know there is a center that is dry, but it does break apart fairly decently, and I'm going to mix it up so that all these now dry sections on top will actually get mixed in with all the moist that I broke off earlier, which is now at the bottom of the tub. There we go. Nice even mix. Got a nice mixture of, make sure I don't drop any. Yeah, there's a good mixture of dry. There's a little bit dry right here, a little bit dry here, but then you got moist in there also. So it's a good combination of the two. It does have a little different smell. Now I gotta admit, I've been using ReptiChip before this, and before I used ReptiChip, I used Eco Earth, and this smells just a little bit different than ReptiChip. It's a nice, pleasant smell, but it is a different smell. Feels like it has about the same texture, but we'll see in the long run what it does with ear rates and poo. See how well it controls the mold, and see how the snakes actually like it. I gotta add this quick little bitty thing, and it's a good thing. Notice the label is still on the bag on both sides. There's no paper label inside the bag that you have to remember to take out before you mix it up. That's a big plus. Just comparing how good For the Balls coconut substrate actually works. That's it. I'm not getting a block of each, seeing which does which. So we will do, like I said, 6-month long-term test on that one girl I just put away, and once I'm done when I'm finished building my FB40 rack with aluminum extrusion, wish us the best luck, and if anything comes up before that, so final review in 6 months. If you want to go ahead, grab some of the coconut substrate from For the Balls, I will leave the link down in the description for you to check it out with yourself. But for initial thoughts, go get some. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified when we upload our next video, and yeah, see you next time.